Hello, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a signal. This broadcast is being interrupted to deliver you a message from the outer reaches of the universe, the 13th chapter of This Life is a Hoot. In the meantime, your brain is fucked. The title of this chapter is Popsicle Sticks, Marbles, and Dolls versus the Carrot and the Stick. What a life we have. What a playground we get to play on every day. As children, we have the sliding board, the swings, the monkey bars, and the jungle gym, to name a few. We ride our bikes, our tricycles, our scooters, and our big wheels all day long. We go to the park, the ball fields, and the swimming pools. We raced popsicle sticks down the curb after a rain. We only watched television at night, and there were no personal computers or internet. We were master creators, and all of life was our laboratory. As adults, nothing has really changed within our being, but everything has changed outside of it. The playground still exists, and so does the simplicity of what is available for us to create with. But we have been given the ability to acquire bigger and better toys for a small fee. The introduction of that concept and system and the fee that is associated with it has wreaked havoc within the fabric of the civilization of the human species and its evolution. No longer is the playground and its simple games good enough. Those simple toys that made us happy have been replaced with elaborate and expensive electronic creations. Instead of bicycles and scooters, our mode of transportation now costs us a year's salary. When we were children, we were given the toys, or we created them out of what was available or what we could magically create. We were beings of magic, and we operated from our nature, a creator who is an aspect of the original creator, that energy that we call God or Source. As we began to get older, a different concept and reality began to be introduced into our psyche. It communicated to you very subtly that there are better and better toys available to you that you now must buy. In other words, they come with a cost. To pay this cost, you must get a job. To get a job that pays enough money to get the good toys, you must go to school. And to get even more money, you must go to the right school. And just like that, the magic is pushed into the background. We have entered a world that is so foreign to our nature, and the carrot of having better toys and a better life continues to be held just out of our reach so that we can continue chasing it. Trust me when I tell you that you will never reach the carrot. And if you do get close enough to grab it and take a bite, it will make you sick. You were not designed to eat more than you need, and this carrot is far more than you need. Money will never make you happy. Money will never solve what really is missing within your awareness. When we were kids, the money that we were given or that we saved was just a toy to play with. And that's all that money should ever be. Our nature is to create, and move on, not to have and store or accumulate and hoard. The latter will make you sick, even though it may feel good for about 5 seconds. Yes, we need money to live. I needed a nickel to buy a popsicle so that I could then have a popsicle stick to create my popsicle stick race. Of course, I also needed it to rain, and I made that happen along with my friends without money, but with magic. Humanity has been held captive by this system for millennia, and as the technology has advanced, the manufacturing of bigger and better toys has been made possible so that we can never see the end of this game. There's always something newer and better that you can work to get that you think will make you happy. If there were no new toys, people would come to the end of this vicious cycle and realize that the carrot is a fraud, but the system is self-perpetuating. New technology equals new products, equals better business, equals more profit, equals a new, better carrot, equals a being who has forgotten his nature and the awareness of its natural design to create and create and create, to lead and not to follow, to create and not to buy and accumulate. We are pulling back the curtain on the Wizard of Oz. We have all known this, but it is time to place the clarity of it into the field of the consciousness of the human entity. There is no one to blame, for we have been co-creators in the creation of this system because we wanted to experience what it would be like. Because we have forgotten who we really are, it is easy to get stuck in your creation, a creation you had no intention of lingering in. You just wanted to watch it like an experiment and then take it down and do something else. But you have to be outside of the system that you created in order to realize that it is just an experiment. Once you forget who you are and you go completely into the game, you are not always able to get yourself out, and you need to receive messages from your creator or yourself or the angels or those entities that are on your support team to jog your memory so that you can remember who you are and exit the game, the show, or the movie and the role that you took on to be in it. This jogging of your memory comes when it comes. No one can force it to come, for there are greater forces for the betterment of all at hand, so that the timing is always perfect. One day out of nowhere, you might wake up and say, I'm done with this. And you'll wonder why it took you so long to come to this place. One day you will see the bigger picture of how it is all connected. But for now, the simple truth is that you created it. As you are led out of this system and begin to feel your true self again, that being of magic and creation, your view will widen and you will see coming just over the horizon something that is streaming in to replace the old carrot and stick system. It has been here for a while, but as you feel its presence, you will also see that more of it is still coming as more of the energy required to support it pours in. What you are seeing is the industry of magic and miracles. That life that you led as a little child on the playground with your popsicle stick and bringing the rain was the industry of magic and miracles. It's been here all along. It just had to go into the background so humanity could experience the carrot and stick system that they co-created. The industry of magic and miracles is therefore simply becoming aware of the power of your magic and your natural ability to create. It's been in us all along. Just remember yourself as that child. You created everything for yourself and for everyone else, and you were magic. You traded your marbles and your dolls, and these business deals, although they appeared simple, were universal in their execution. The industry of magic and miracles does not just affect the world of your finances, but it relates to a freeing in all parts of your life. As you look back at your childhood, the industry of magic and miracles supported your entire being. Nothing from the system you were soon to enter had an effect on you. This included how you looked and what people thought of you. You barely knew you had an arm or a leg or a face, let alone needing to put makeup all over it, until someone introduced that world to you. You didn't know that you were overweight because you weren't, until someone introduced that thought to you. You did not care what you ate until someone introduced to you that there was a certain way you should eat at a certain time with certain rules. Even if you had polio or cancer or had have a leg amputated, your light never dimmed because you were still home in the world of your creator and the industry of magic and miracles, where life was always filled with new opportunities to live the magic of life. It was our parents who had already been pulled into the carrot and stick system that were delivering these messages to us. They thought we needed help, but it was the other way around. They were stuck in their forgetfulness, and we were free in our remembrance, while having no physical human power to resist their commands, until at some point we got pulled into the carrot and stick system, and we, like them, would pass it down to our kids, and so on and so on. You see, the carrot and stick system is rooted in fear, and that is what every parent who has forgotten who they are passes on to their child. Fear is the bridge onto the carrot and stick system. You do the right thing, you get rewarded. You eat the right thing, you get rewarded. You look the right way, you get rewarded. But the industry of magic and miracles has no such conditions. It has no rules and methods, because in that world, you are so far beyond those things that your only response is laughter and the passing on of the phrase, your brain is fucked. As I said earlier, when it is time for you to remember the magnitude of what I am sharing with you, you will out of nowhere remember. And until then, and as always, this life is a hoot. And in the meantime, your brain is fucked. Now go celebrate, enjoy your life, and simply laugh your ass off. You have left the world of the carrot and stick system and are now securely seated on the seat of your big wheel that is rooted in the world of magic and miracles. And it is here that you will live for the rest of your life in this physical world of matter. Cheers to us all. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles in the industry of magic and miracles. Sorry about that delay. I am David, and I am, as always, coming to you from the inner and outer reaches of the universe, bringing you messages and awarenesses to allow you to see yourself as the magnificent being that you are, to allow you to become aware of another reality, another existence that you've always known, that sits right in front of you and behind you all the time, so that you can step into the place where your life is filled with perfection. It's been a beautiful feeling coming over the planet constantly. And each day it's a different feeling, a new feeling, a grand feeling, even in the midst of what appears to be difficulties. What Simeon delivered on Wednesday, let us see of the great changes that have always been coming and upon us. And it allowed us to see more of the magnificence of our connection as he opened channels or a new channel, so that the flow of information from him and from the entities directly or through him would pour in, allowing us to see beyond this physical dimension, turn that vision into the words that are then spoken each time we speak. It's as if he's always ahead of us, letting us see what we're about to see and confirming what we've already been experiencing. That feeling of a flow of information coming forward constantly, and our ability to connect with those entities and him and our team and the angels, knowing that we're looked after and knowing that we'll be delivering gifts to humanity or just to ourselves. It's a fabulous time, and we're becoming stronger in our knowing of ourselves, our abilities, our power, our connection to everything. And it's just simply grand, every bit of it. This is called seed. If you can see that the person standing right in front of you or right next to you is an aspect of that one energy that we call God, just as you are, then you will be able to see that this whole life and this whole creation is both a catalyst for the remembrance of this truth and a distraction to maintain the forgetfulness of it all at the same time. Each one is on their own individual journey to the remembrance of that knowing. If we could all go back to something that we could call the beginning, we would see that there was a seed, an energy that contained everything that was ever made, and it was eternal. Everything was born and came into creation from the seed, and therefore everything must return to the seed. Everything was made and built up around the seed to support it and bring it joy. And soon a civilization was born, universes were born, galaxies were born, and the spirit within the seed multiplied itself. And there were many spirits. And those beings of spirit took on form, many different forms. And there was expansion and growth. And therefore, more beings were required to manage it. And councils were created, councils and federations to manage the expansion of the worlds that were created by the seed to be around the seed. So the game of expansion and eternity, the infinite, the never beginning, the never ending, was created and produced. And every piece of life, every animate and inanimate form of matter is a part of the seed and a part of the game. There will be shifts and changes and disagreements between factions of what one might call light and dark. And there will always be beings of great awareness arriving to move the game into a better place for the benefit of the many. But know without a doubt that no matter what you do, you are always a part of that seed. And one day you will return back to that seed from whence you came. And then, if you choose, go out again into wherever you would like, while still being that one thing that you can never not be, an aspect of that seed. So whether you have come to experience or you have come to assist, it does not matter. Both are equally important in the game. Without the experiencer who has forgotten, there is no need for the one to assist from their remembrance. All are important in the grand design that originated from the seed. Every movie has a villain, so there can be a hero. Every story has a protagonist, so there can be an antagonist. Without rain, we would not appreciate the sun. If as a spirit, you are to never die, there must be places like this earth for you to take on a form and experience all the wonders of the world of matter, where you are able to appreciate and experience the world of opposites that exists so clearly in this dimension. For in the world of spirit, all things are one, and all things are seen from the perfect place of union. This is just my story, but it gives me great pleasure to share it, and it allows you to see through my eyes the reality that I know and the reality that I live in. There's great freedom here. And wherever you live, and whichever reality you choose to live in, I only hope there is great freedom there for you. The seed, the energy, the source, and God are always with you and always a part of you, because you are always a part of them. Thank you for joining me today. I am your friend, and I am David.